Hello everyone. Now we are going to see about transactions in database management system. So in database management system, transaction is nothing but a unit of program execution that accesses and possibly updates various data items. So transaction here what they are saying is nothing but set of operations required to perform a particular task. Every transaction in DBMS should satisfy four properties. In short, we can call it as ACID properties that stands for atomicity, consistency, isolation and durability. Atomicity property of a transaction says that either all operations of the transaction should be executed, otherwise no operations are executed. Whereas next property consistency states that execution of a transaction in isolation preserves the consistency of the database. Third property is isolation property. So we already studied that database management system allows that multiple transactions can be executed simultaneously. Although multiple transactions may execute concurrently, each transaction must be unaware of other concurrently executing transactions. Intermediate transaction results must be hidden from other concurrently executed transactions. The last property is durability. After a transaction completes successfully, the changes it has made to the database persist even if there are system failures. Next is states of the transaction. So whenever the transaction starts, it have to enter into multiple states. The first state of the transaction is active state. So it is nothing but initial state. The transaction stays in this state while it is executing. The next state the transaction goes is partially committed. After the final statement of the transaction is executed, we can say that transaction is in partially committed state. The next state is failed state. So when we are saying that transaction goes to failed state means after the discovery that normal execution can no longer proceed. Next is aborted state. The transaction goes to the aborted state after the transaction has been rolled back and the database restored to its state prior to the start of the transaction. Two options after it has been aborted is restart the transaction, otherwise kill the transaction. The last state of the transaction is committed. The transaction goes to the committed state after the successful completion of its execution and update in the database. Thank you.